Good afternoon and welcome to another Costa Women Hangout with me, Fiona Catchpole. It's still hot. I know I always talk about the weather, but it's flipping hot. My guest today, though, is a lovely lady who is one of the more local Costa Women to me. So I have bumped into her in the past, and it's the lovely Christine Heckel. Good afternoon, Christine.
Good afternoon, Fiona. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Now, whereabouts am I speaking to you from at the moment?
Marbella.
You're in Marbella, so we're not a million miles away from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're going to tell us a little bit about what you do as your profession, I guess you would say. How would you describe what you do and tell everybody and introduce yourself?
Yeah, well, I live here at the coast since more than 17 years. And a few years ago, I've decided to change career. My career was in the human resources background, personal development, training, etc. And as a result of a serious illness, I changed into complementary and holistic therapies. So what I really dedicate myself now on is I help people to manage stress and to prevent stress. I'm a certified sound relaxation coach working with singing bowls and gongs.
Okay, so how does sound help you relax?
Well, there are different aspects to look at. One is the sounds. Obviously, when we hear certain sounds, they help to bring us into deep relaxation. And here we talk about change of brain waves, which you can measure, obviously. And they help, the sound vibrations I use, they work on a vibrotactile sense, so they affect our physical body in the sense of relaxing muscles, tendons, nerves, etc. So they allow a physical relaxation, a mental relaxation, emotional relaxation, and the whole picture, the spiritual relaxation.
Is the physical side of it, could you relate, how the sound comes in and things like that and how it affects you physically? Is it sort of like saying it would be like sound hypnosis? Would that be how we, as a member of the public, could compare it to, something like that?
Somehow it could, but not necessarily. What it definitely does, it relaxes muscles. Like, for example, people who suffer headaches, migraines, back problems, might it be cervical or lumbar region, nervous stomach, sleeping problems. So it helps to relax physically, but in combination with the sound, obviously, people go into different levels of consciousness relaxation, like the alpha state, the theta state, which we normally naturally have. You can go deeper and use it as a hypnotrance, but my normal day-to-day would really be help people relax so they have better quality of life, because we are running all day, most of the people, and people suffer light pains or tensions, discomfort. So I can help them to come to be more energetic, to be more centered, more focused on what they have to do, and help them to follow their goals, really.
Mm-hmm. Just comparing it to something like a single problem. So you mentioned migraines. My daughter suffers from migraines. Does your sound therapy only work at that moment in time, or is it something that then has an effect and helps to avoid the migraine in the future?
Both. My focus always is on preventing illness. So I believe if we keep ourselves in flow, as we call it, then less likely illnesses or discomfort starts manifesting. But if someone already suffers certain symptoms, and we are used to go to look for help when we suffer symptoms, then you can come and see me and I'll help you to release. If it's not an organic problem, and you obviously need to see a doctor.
Okay, so it's something that if people were to come and see you regularly, it helps with their general overall sense of well-being?
Correct, yeah. And people come weekly, people come bi-weekly, and the the results are just marvelous. People just get much more comfortable with themselves. They connect with themselves. They have more energy. A great sense of creativity starts resulting out of the sessions, and just well-being on the physical level. They sleep better, deeper. Any problems of pains or similar they've had, they get released. So that's beautiful. It's a purification process at the end of the day.
Cool, that's amazing. So you mentioned human resources as your previous life. Whereabouts did you do that?
Well, I did it actually kind of almost all over the world. I used to work in the tourism industry, and for many years I did pre-opening of hotels and resorts. So I had the chance to travel, combine it, what I love, the traveling, and help actually local people to find good jobs, train them so they can start a career. And I really enjoyed that a lot. And then one day I ended up here at the Costa del Sol, and I love it. And that's when I stuck here, and that's why I'm still here.
So how long ago was that? Did you arrive here?
Pardon?
How long ago? How long have you been here on the Costa del Sol?
I've been here since 17 years. In January it will be 17 years. Yeah.
Wow.
And I've gone. Well, the coast has changed, and I just love it. I enjoy it. We have the marvelous climate. Obviously, we have very good infrastructure by now, I believe. And there is more and more expats living here, so a great exchange with international people, which I enjoy because of my traveling, obviously.
So and how long have you been a member of Costa Women?
I was thinking about that. Several years. I'm not exactly sure, but I think I have been one of the members right from the beginning.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you saw Ali's announcement, but we now have 5,000 members throughout Spain, not just here.
Fantastic.
That's really cool.
I mean, it's amazing. You can connect with people up in Barcelona, in Madrid, in Alicante, up down near the coast. It's lovely to meet up.
Mm-hmm. And you moved over quite some time ago, so you're probably not used to any of the red tape and things like that and difficulties, but can you remember, or could you give one particular top tip to any other lady or family looking to move to Spain?
I think what is really necessary for people who come here first time to look for a consultant or someone who helps them to really get properly settled, to learn about the local customs, to learn about how it works to open a bank account, how it works to find a home, how to register. So you do all these things properly from the beginning, especially if you don't speak the language. And don't try to mingle on your own. It's very customary. I mean, that's what I found. It's very normal here to use consultancies, and the local authorities, the offices, maybe town hall or so, they're quite used to that. And they have the people they deal with. So something you might want to deal with personally takes much longer, but if you have someone to advise you and help you, it goes very quickly. That's what I would definitely recommend. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Now, how do we get in contact with you if we want to discover a little bit more about your sound therapy or book an appointment with you?
Yeah, well, I have a website. On my website, I talk about the therapy work I do, but I talk about the events that are coming up. Like I have regular sound classes coming up for relaxation group sessions. I offer training, professional sound therapy training here at the Costa, and a lot of people from distance, foreigners, they come to attend these courses. So they find the information on my website, www.christine-heckel.com. They call me on my Spanish phone, which is 0034 for Spain, 667-438829.
Okie doke. Well, what we will do, we will put all of those details underneath the video so people can get in contact with you and find out a little bit more about the actual therapies and when your next classes are. When do you know when your next class is off the top of your head today?
My next class actually is tomorrow, Thursday, in Nueva Andalucía.
Nueva Andalucía, okay. And we'll have a look at the full program of events on your website, and I'm sure there'll be lots of questions and people will want to know more about you, Christine.
Oh, thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon in the Marbella area.
Wonderful. Thank you, Fiona. Have a great day.
And you. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.